Welcome to today's class. In this lecture, we are going to see the solution of type 3 partial differential equation. Equations of the form f of z pq equal to 0 is of type 3 PDE. Let us now see the procedure to solve this particular type. Consider the given equation as 1, and now let us introduce a new variable u which is x plus ay, and consider z as a function of u. Let us now find the partial derivatives of u with respect to x and y. From u equal to x plus ay, we get dou u by dou x is 1 and dou u by dou y equal to a. But now we need the specific values of p and q because the given equation will be having p and q. So moving on to p, which is dou z by dou x. First, we have to differentiate z with respect to u. So there we have dz by du because whenever we have a function of a single variable, we do not use partial derivative. So there we have total derivative dz by du, and then differentiating u with respect to x, we have dou u by dou x. The value of dou u by dou x is 1, so the value of p is dz by du. Similarly, finding out the value of q, we have q as dou z by dou y. So first we differentiate z with respect to u, we get dz by du into that u with respect to y. When we differentiate, we get a. So the value of q is a dz by du. Now substitute these values of p and q in 1. After substituting in equation 1, we shall integrate both sides by separating the variables z and u on either side. Then we will get the complete solution. Let us now move on to solve problems in this type. Take the first one. Find the general solution of z equal to p squared plus q squared. Mark the given equation as 1. And when you observe this equation, you can see that it has got the variable z and the partial derivatives p and q. So it is like a function of z, p, q equal to 0. Hence, it is type 3 PDE. And now, what is the procedure of type 3 PDE? Yeah, assuming z equal to f of u, where u equal to x plus ay. Now, moving on to the partial derivatives of u, we have dou u by dou x, which is 1, and dou u by dou y equal to a. Let us use these values to find value of p and q. Now, p is dou z by dou x, which is actually dz by du into dou u by dou x. That is first differentiating z with respect to u because z is a function of u, and then differentiating that u with respect to x, and which is equal to dz by du because dou u by dou x value is 1. Similarly, moving on to q, which is dou z by dou y, which is equal to dz by du into dou u by dou y, and the value of dou u by dou y is a. So q is a dz by du. Now let us substitute these values of p and q in the given equation 1. We get z equal to dz by du the whole squared plus a squared dz by du the whole squared. Because what was equation 1? Z equal to p squared plus q squared. Here, taking dz by du the whole squared as a common term, we have z equal to dz by du the whole squared into 1 plus a squared. From here, try to get the answer of dz by du. So it is a very simple algebraic calculation. Dz by du whole squared will be z by 1 plus a squared. And when we take square root on both sides, we will get the answer of dz by du as root of z by 1 plus a squared. Now, separate the variables z and u on either side like this. That is separating all z terms on the left side and moving all the u terms on the right side. We have dz by root z equal to du divided by root of 1 plus a squared. That root of 1 plus a squared is going to be just a constant, so you can place it anywhere you want. Now integrate both sides. And considering the first term, that is dz by root z, as we all know, root z is z power half, and taking to the numerator, we have z power minus half dz, which is equal to 1 by root of 1 plus a squared is a constant. So let us take that out, and we just have integral du. So when we integrate this, we have a simple formula, x power n. When we integrate, we get x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So using that, z power minus half term, when we integrate, we get z power minus half plus 1, that is z power half divided by half, equal to right side 1 by root of 1 plus a square is a constant, into integral du. When we integrate, we get u plus of course c. And now let us replace that u as x plus ay, and we get a simple expression 2 root z equal to x plus ay by root of 1 plus a squared plus c. Again, when you observe here, we have only two arbitrary constants, and hence this is the complete solution, which is of course the required general solution here. Let us do one more problem in this type. The second one, solve z squared equal to 1 plus p squared plus q squared. Again, when we observe, this is a function of z p q equal to 0, hence it is of type 3. Then what is the procedure of type 3? As usual, assume the solution z equal to f of u, where u equal to x plus ay. Similarly, we have a dou u by dou x value as 1 and dou u by dou y equal to a. Moving on to the values of p and q, we have p equal to dou z by dou x, which is the value is dz by du. So all these explanations we have seen in previous problem. And the value of q is dou z by dou y, which is a into dz by du. Now substituting these values of p and q in the given equation 1, we have z squared equal to 1 plus p squared plus q squared, right? That in the place of p squared, we have dz by du the whole squared, plus in the place of q squared, we have a squared dz by du the whole square. From here, z squared minus 1 equal to, taking that dz by du whole squared as a common term, we have into 1 plus a square. Hence, we have dz by du the whole square equal to z squared minus 1 by 1 plus a square. Taking square root, we have the value of dz by du like this. Now, let us separate the variables z to one side and u to the other side like this. So, we have dz by root of z squared minus 1 equal to du divided by root of 1 plus a square. A small manipulation we are doing here, that is that root of z squared minus 1, we are changing as 1 minus z squared, taking a negative sign out, and that minus 1, when it comes out of square root, we know root minus 1 is going to be I. Now let us integrate both sides. So we have integral of the left side equal to integral of the right side. If you remember a famous formula of integration, that is integral dx by root of 1 minus x squared as a sine inverse x, we have the answer of this integration as a sine inverse z equal to right side integral du is going to be just u divided by root of 1 plus a squared plus c. Of course, I have taken this I term to the right side. Hence, this is the complete solution after replacing u as x plus ay, because we have only two arbitrary constants. Now let us look at an application of solving the partial differential equation in biomedical field. Consider this one. Solve the diffusion equation dou u by dou r into 1 plus dou u by dou t equal to u dou u by dou t, which represents the movement of epithelial cells across the wound on the skin of a human body, where here u of r comma t represents density of epithelial cells at the lateral position across the wound, which is represented as r, and at time t. Now, before moving on to the mathematical solution of this problem, let us just look at what are epithelial cells. These are the cells that come from surface of your body, especially from skin, and they serve as a barrier between the inside and outside of our body and protect from viruses, which is very essential in these days. And of course, the number of epithelial cells should be only to a certain limit, and if it exceeds that limit, it may result in urinary infection, etc. These are few pictures which showcase the movement of epithelial cells. You can have a glance at them and just get an idea of their function. Now let us move on to solve the problem mathematically. The given equation is dou u by dou r into 1 plus dou u by dou t equal to u into dou u by dou t. Here u of r comma t represents the density of epithelial cells at r, which represents the lateral position across the wound, and of course at a time t. But we can compare this u of r comma t with our usual notation z of x comma y in order to be convenient in working out the problem. So the equation, the given equation, we can transform to dou z by dou x into 1 plus dou z by dou y, which is equal to z into dou z by dou y, which is of course in terms of p and q when we represent p into 1 plus q, which is equal to z into q, because we all know p is dou z by dou x, q is dou z by dou y. Now mark this as equation 1 and look at this equation. It has the variables p, q and z, so which is of the form f of p, q, z 0, and hence it is of type 3. And what is the procedure of type 3? We should consider z equal to f of u, where u is equal to x plus ay, and the partial derivatives of u are given by dou u by dou x is 1 and dou u by dou y as a. Now we'll substitute these things in p and q. So p is dou z by dou x, and we have already seen the value of p is dz by du. Similarly, the value of q is a dz by du. Substituting these values of p and q in 1, what is equation 1? P into 1 plus q equal to z into q. We will have dz by du into 1 plus a dz by du is equal to z into a dz by du. And when you observe, it's a very simple equation. From here, we'll get the value of dz by du as az minus 1 divided by a. Again, as usual, let us separate the variables. That is all terms having z to the left side and the term having u to the right side. And now we will integrate both sides. Now observe this term. Which comes to your mind, which integration formula we have to use here? Yeah, remember this integral dx by x equal to log x. Is it not of this sort? Yeah, because when we differentiate az minus 1, we get a into dz, which is sitting on the numerator. So it is exactly related to this formula. So when we integrate, we get log of az minus 1 equal to right side, of course, integral du is u plus c. And now u we can replace as x plus ay, so plus c. Now let us replace back with the usual, the previous notation, that is z as u and x and y respectively with r and t, which gives the density of epithelial cells at r, which is the lateral position across the wound, and at time t. From today's lecture, I hope all of you would have learned how to solve a type 3 partial differential equation, and hence using those concepts, try to solve these problems. In today's class, we learned the mathematical tools to find the solution of type 3 partial differential equation. In the next class, we'll be seeing how to solve the next type, that is type 4 PDE.